To continue from the last talk, here we have a picture, an abstract picture by Wassily Kandinsky. And here he's simplified things into just colors and shapes. And what this all means for you as a student in 2013 taking an art class at Tartan High School is kind of what it means for Chuck Close. Here we have, he's used this grid. See how it's all sectioned off into squares? Now this grid thing is something that, well, Leonardo da Vinci developed in making perfectly accurate pictures. He'd divide the picture up into a grid. He'd look through a plate of glass that had these threads across it so that he could get the most accurate representation possible. Okay, so Chuck Close, he uses that. And then he also goes back and he kind of flips through his history book and he says, hey, what else can I do? Well, how about that Kandinsky guy? Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to use some of that technique and I'm going to combine it with a little bit of Da Vinci's technique, and the colors that I'm going to choose, I'm going to kind of use some Edvard Munch kind of colors, and let's put that in the blender in my head, and this is what I get. Okay, and so as a student, you now have kind of the most flexibility possible in all of history to go through and choose stylistically from thousands of artists at the click of a button. I mean, heck, we have Cubism here. Maybe you like this and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to borrow this technique because I like the meaning that's behind this and the things that Picasso is about. And I got this Photoshop project, so I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to type in Photoshop tutorial and Cubism. And at the click of a button, here I have a video. The easy how-to guide of Cubism. Okay, here's some pictures. All right, these are people that take pictures and apply the principles of Cubism to their pictures. Here's a guitar, kind of like what Picasso did a lot of. And here you have kind of unlimited options. For this project, we're kind of hanging out around kind of the Vincent van Gogh and the Edvard Munchs of the world, and maybe even the Monets. Taking a look at the way texture and color influences meaning, okay, and get you kind of just started on this artistic journey to choose for yourself how you want to display the picture. But this is where all this comes from. These are the ideas that guide the teaching and instruction about what's important to know. And these are the people in history which have gone before you to come up with all those different filters that you see inside of Photoshop. Filters like the color balances and all the different tools that you have at your disposal come from the artists that have come before you in response to photographs and our desire to create meaningful pieces of self-expression that we've had ever since the beginning of time. And so I hope you enjoyed this talk, and good luck on your portraits.